The excitement hit the music world the moment the Recording Academy officially released the nomination list for the 2026 Grammy Awards. The announcement dropped in early November 2025, sending fans into debates online and igniting conversations about what the February 1st, 2026 awards show might look like. The ceremony will take place at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, and even though we're weeks away, the energy feels like we're already sitting in the crowd, waiting for envelopes to be opened. Every year comes with praise, backlash, shock, and celebration. But this year's nominations feel especially symbolic. They reflect not just who made great music, but how the culture of music is evolving. Kendrick Lamar leads all nominees with 9 nominations, making him the most nominated artist of the 2026 Grammys. His album GNX landed in the coveted Album of the Year category, while his collaboration with Zye, titled Luther, earned a nomination for Record of the Year. Kendrick's lyrical ability has always separated him from others, but this year feels like a reaffirmation that depth, storytelling, and social reflection still matter in a commercial music world. Kendrick is nominated across rap performance, rap song, hip-hop album, and several general field categories. For an artist to dominate categories across different genres shows how far-reaching his influence truly is. Every nomination attached to Kendrick isn't just about the music. It's a statement that lyrical complexity and intentional artistry still have a seat at the table. Lady Gaga follows close behind with 7 nominations. Her album Mayhem earned her a spot in Album of the Year, while Abracadabra competes for Record of the Year. Gaga has long been considered one of the most versatile performers of the modern era, but what stands out about her nominations this year is how she earned them. Mayhem is the embodiment of creative reinvention, bold, theatrical, and production-heavy, yet rooted in genuine emotional storytelling. Gaga is also nominated for categories including Best Pop Solo Performance and Best Music Video. If Kendrick represents the intellectual force of music, Gaga represents its imagination. Latin music continues to take center stage as Bad Bunny earns 6 nominations. He is nominated in major categories such as Record of the Year for DTMF, as well as Best Global Music Performance and Best Musica Urbana Album. Bad Bunny's continued presence on the biggest stages in American music is proof that language barriers are dissolving in real time. For years, Spanish-language artists were placed into niche categories, but this year, seeing Bad Bunny on the same list as Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Kendrick Lamar, and Lady Gaga sends a clear message. Global sound is not a trend. It is the future. Speaking of rising pop, Sabrina Carpenter is having the best year of her career. Her album Man's Best Friend earned a nomination for Album of the Year, and her song Manchild is up for Record of the Year. If last year was her breakthrough, then this year is her coronation. Sabrina represents a new generation of pop stars. Unfiltered, quirky, humorous, yet emotionally grounded. She isn't trying to copy anyone else's lane. She built her own, and the Recording Academy noticed. Other major nominees in the Record of the Year category include Wildflower by Billie Eilish, Anxiety by Doechii, APT by Rosé featuring Bruno Mars, and The Subway by Chappell Roan. That lineup alone proves how unpredictable and genre-diverse this year is. Billie Eilish remains one of the most consistent artists in recent years. Rosé teaming up with the legendary Bruno Mars on APT shows the power of cross-genre, cross-generational collaborations. Chappell Roan's nomination is not just a career milestone, but a sign that experimental pop and cinematic music are gaining broader appreciation. In the Album of the Year race, the nominees include Mayhem by Lady Gaga, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Swag by Justin Bieber, Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator, and Mutt by Leon Thomas. This lineup has something rare, a perfect blend of iconic artists, internet-era success stories, and genre innovators. Justin Bieber's album Swag marks a musical shift that blends R&B and pop with more maturity. Tyler, the Creator, brings experimental style and storytelling with Chromacopia. Leon Thomas, who has been a quiet genius behind major hits for other artists, finally gets spotlighted for his own project. Then comes the dance and electronic categories, and this year they are unusually competitive. The Best Dance Electronic Album nominees include Eusexua by FKA Twigs, 10 Days by Fred Again, Fancy That by Pink Pantheress, Inhale Exhale by Rufus Du Sol, and an album with the wild, unforgettable title from Skrillex. F. You Skrillex, you think are Andy Warhol, but are not. 3. The names alone show how unpredictable dance music has become. These artists represent some of the genre's most innovative voices, blending emotional storytelling with club energy. Electronic music, once dismissed as noise or niche, has evolved into one of the most emotionally layered genres in the industry. Another major surprise this year is the Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media category, where a soundtrack tied to an animated project made history. The soundtrack from the project K-pop Demon Hunters earned a nomination, making it stand out because animation soundtracks aren't typically nominated in competitive categories. It shows just how connected music, film, and global fandom have become. Music isn't confined to radio or streaming anymore. It's part of multiverse entertainment. Of course, the Grammys never arrive without controversy. Some artists with major commercial success didn't receive the nominations fans expected. Some expected voices were missing from the general field categories, leading fans to believe that the Recording Academy overlooked certain genres or didn't give enough credit to streaming impact or viral influence. As always, the conversation starts with excitement, but it ends with questions. And that leads to the bigger point. Why do these nominations matter? They matter because the Grammys shape history. Wins are permanent. They influence touring, streaming boosts, festival bookings, radio play, and even the budget artists receive for their next project. Artists who walk into the Grammys with buzz often walk out with bigger opportunities. Even a nomination can change an artist's trajectory forever. They matter because the nominations reflect how music is evolving. Pop and hip-hop are still dominant, but global sounds, alternative pop, dance music, and soundtrack music are gaining power. The industry is no longer controlled by one sound. It's a mosaic of styles, cultures, and languages. They matter because future creators are watching. Young musicians will study this year's nomination list not to copy the sound, but to understand the shift. Authenticity, experimentation, and cultural impact are now just as valuable as commercial numbers. Every nomination tells a story. Kendrick tells the story of lyricism as legacy. Gaga represents artistic reinvention. Bad Bunny symbolizes borderless global music. Sabrina Carpenter represents a new generation carving out space for emotional pop without apology. And when we look ahead to February 1st, 2026, we aren't just waiting for winners. We are watching a moment where music history will be written. As we wrap this breakdown, thank you for tuning in and listening. If you love deep dives into culture, music, and the moments shaping entertainment, make sure you subscribe to Ticking Clock, the podcast where every conversation slows down time long enough to catch what everyone else misses. Follow, subscribe, and stick with us as we build toward Grammy night. Time is moving, music is evolving, and on Ticking Clock, we capture every second.